Hello, welcome to Just for Tarot. This is going to be a nothing but the Bullsh reading. And I'm going to be using decks from Joey Aloha, nothing but the this stuff, nothing but this stuff, and nothing but the tea and some tarot and some tea leaf cards I pulled out, whatever. In the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you're going to see me shuffling the cards, okay? That's just to save a lot of time as I'm babbling on and not shuffling cards. I just want to play some background music. Let's hopefully it's not a commercial, but we'll see. Alright, nope. I don't know how I'm gonna like this background music, so it's probably gonna get turned off. But are we ready for the holiday? Let's see, what's going on? What's going on? Nothing but the baloney. This is not for any particular sign. This is just going to be, a nothing but the reading. Nothing but the baloney, the crap. Alright, what do we have? Being in the hot seat. So is somebody questioning? Are you questioning someone here? Standing in my power and checking cell phones. So did somebody check your cell phone, or did you check somebody else's cell phone? Just like, you know what? Maybe somebody checked yours and you're just like, go ahead. Search all you want. I'm gonna stand here with my head held high. I'm standing in my power. Or you could have, searched through somebody else's cell phone, and now they're like in the hot seat. The interrogation has begun. Very authoritative there, Let's see. We have popularities in the way, reciprocated feelings, tired of pulling teeth. That one just wants to... Okay, somebody thinks there's God's gift to the world. Okay, we have popularity in the way. So they may do something that brings them recognition. They just may be a popular person, for whatever reason. They may actually play music or something along those lines, but they could also be an athlete or just popular, a well-liked person, and it's getting in the way. Something's getting in the way, and it provoked probably the person listening to this to look through the cell phone, and maybe it's not anything like bad, but you're realizing that maybe you're with someone that has an enormous ego and is full of themselves, right? So they're not going to turn away when somebody's texting them, they whatever. They know they have this at home, right? They know that they have someone at home, but they're not going to stop texting because they like the attention that they're getting, because it feeds their ego. Who are you with? And look, reciprocated feelings. Okay, so he may have said something to someone where they're now, maybe it started out just feeding the ego, but now there's reciprocated feelings, or at least you're questioning if there is, because you want to know, are you returning these, what's going on in the DMs there, folks? What's going on? Are you returning these feelings? Or is something really going on and you're sick of it? You're tired of asking the same old, the same old questions and not really getting a response. So let's keep pulling. All right. Nothing but the baloney. And then the help that's needed to get out of it. All right, folks, not just everything. Prior obligations and your hands are tied. Okay. So maybe there's, children or a lease of some sort, something that's where your hands are tied because prior obligations. And look at, like, just the imagery. Somebody's bound and somebody has their hand out. So what's going on there? I'm just saying. Oh, spying through divination. This is you. You're doing it right now. But they could be too. They could be listening to readings or other forms of divination. We're just saying. Babies involved. Like I said, there could be, that prior obligations could be a baby. Hopefully that's where this is leading, and not like a tryst producing, a Wendy Williams situation. That would suck. Feels good, but so cold. Okay, because you're standing in your power. Giving somebody the cold shoulder. Can't stop my flow. Look, nope. And it feels good, but you're feeling like, you're being a bitch. Let's just say it. You're being cold-hearted, like, whatever. It is what it is. And it could turn around and bite you in the butt. I'm just saying. Let's keep going. We'll just move these aside, and we'll get right into, we're going to get into tarot. Let's see. What's going on? What feels so good but so cold? Okay, let's see. King of Wands. That's a big old D. So who's getting it? Is this revenge capades? I'm trying to watch my mouth on YouTube. Is this like revenge? Are we knocking boots with someone out of spite? And it feels good, but it's just so cold. Are we doing it with somebody that they know, like a friend or a cohort? Look, it is a tryst. It's the lovers. And now somebody has to choose. Somebody has to choose. Is it you that has to choose, or is it this person that has to choose? Are you, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and now you're in a predicament where you don't know if you want to be with the one that did you dirty and now you're doing dirty, or if you want to just keep it trucking with, like, the the big D energy right there, King of Wands. So let's see. The BDE. I can't even believe I know this. Let me see. And what else is coming? Look, Six of Wands. There's nothing but fire and passion here. So what is going on? I think you're going to choose this. I don't know, though, because there's choice is yours. Six of Swords. Nope, you're moving on. You're moving on. So if you're in a thing where you're like revenging or avenging yourself, but it's like revenge sex with someone, doing things out of spite, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So you're giving them a taste of their own medicine, but you are the one that's reciprocating the feelings. Am I reading this wrong? Or is the scenario kind of right, but I'm saying you, and you're not in the position that I'm saying, but you're still part of this thing that's going on? You tell me, because whatever. You're moving on with this King of Wands energy, and it looks like you're falling in love, and things might start heating up kind of fast. 2 sixes, and then we go right into the 9 of coins. Yeah, you're moving on. You want to be single, independent, and free to do whatever with that. We'll just call him D. And what is this in the reverse? 10 of Wands. Look, you are releasing all of the burdens of this relationship. Somebody did you dirty, and you just said, you know what, whatever. You get what you gave. I'm giving it to you, and I'm giving it to you good, darling. You are letting it go. There is no more. You're not putting in any more work. You're done. That's it. You're moving on. And what is here? We have the 7 of coins. Yep, you invested time, you invested money, but you're time, energy, spirit, love, devotion. But you're going to take the risk, You're not going to show your cards either. This could be like, that's why you're not telling them nothing. This is a person that is like, you know what? Go ahead. I see what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. I read it. Lie about it. Deny it. Because you know what? This over here, it's so cold. But look what I'm doing. It feels so good. I'm just saying. You're not going to stop me. I don't care what it looks like. I'm in control of my life. We may have one of these together, and we can co-parent together. That's what we can do. But maybe they stepped out and there's one of these involved. Nope, you keep it moving. And here you are, spying through divination, or they are, whatever. Maybe they read the horoscope. You know what I mean? A lot of people do, and they wouldn't consider that like peeping someone's energy or what, but it could be. That's the prior obligations, whatever. Hands are tied due to either, children, finances, obligations, contracts, legalities of things. And you're tired of talking about it. You've given this person every opportunity to tell the truth. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah. And they're just, either you're going to cut and run, or this is just speaking to the fact that somebody's been sneaking around. But y'all have been sneaking around. This isn't just a one-sided thing, but it didn't start out that way. It started out one-sided. And then we have like 3 people here waiting. 3 people are waiting. 3 people are waiting to see, how are we going to be a triangle, a circle? Are we going to bring somebody else in? Is this going to be a free-for-all? I don't know. People, don't mind me. Let's get into the sweet romance. Or no. Did we do nothing but the... No. We'll get into this. What's really going on with nothing but the F stuff. Let me just clear some of these cards. I do apologize. I cut out, the little boxes so that I don't waste your time shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. First, I'll tell you a little story. I haven't touched cards for over a year until this past few days, and I was like, all right, I'll start a channel and start reading cards again. So here, I'm just doing whatever. Nothing but the baloney reading. A YouTube safe. This is a YouTube safe production. Look, bad timing. For what? What was bad timing? Caught up in some F shit. Look at that. You caught up. Somebody got caught up, and it's not looking good. Bad timing. For who? Everybody, because everybody's doing a little bit of, they're hating on you now. All right, materialistic as AF. So if the baby thing and family obligations, any kind of money matters, somebody's going to be a little bit greedy, because they're materialistic. And I'm going to say that it's the God's gift, the one who thinks they're God's gift, Let's just, all right. Look at this. All right. You don't have to believe in this. Just, one of those highly chemical relationships, feels great, very intense relationships, right? Very high emotions, good and bad, like whether they're positive or negative emotions, fierce. And you were karmic soulmates, and you may have thought that this was the one, they are the one, but they're not. They're, these are just relationships that are necessary for your own growth. That's all. You've learned some lessons, and you know what? You learned to stand up on your own 2 feet and just be like, you know what, you dirty blah, blah, blah. Just because we're stuck in something because of prior obligations, and you're out, piddling your pud with every, Betty, Sue, and Mary, you're going to do it too with, Bobby, Billy, and Robbie, and maybe even Mike. Body shaming. Okay. Yeah. They're hating on you now. Look at that. They're body shaming you. They like you're a heifer or something. That's, now they want to say that. Or if you're like, say this is the opposite. You're probably out there saying, tiny willy, something like that. Just because you get caught up, because you're caught up, and it, like, bad timing. Why? What's with the bad timing? Is that okay? Sugar baby? Oh. Was somebody paying a trick and they end up like prego? Is that what happened here? Did somebody end up pregnant with a trick, or were you tricking and end up have a baby? Is this the obligation? What is there? Why? Who, where, why? It's 2022. Don't people know to wrap it up? Oh, that's why. Money. Yeah, we have a sugar baby. Maybe there's just a baby, but somebody's having unprotected for the money. That's not good. I hope it's not you. If it is you, stop. Isn't that blogger that like to stuff his feet in other men's mouth? Haven't y'all learned something? Stop. Like, just stop. People make the most money on this without showing anything at all. I mean, they might do some gross stuff, like stick their feet in men's mouths. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. That's the God's gift, the ego. They're arrogant, they're cocky, they're materialistic. They just think that they, are, whatever. And here, someone's acting single. You both are acting single. They want to act single, scorned lovers, holding on, and body shaming. And, it's just that I don't like to say it, but that phase of hurt feelings during a breakup where somebody's just out of their mind and they're probably way out of character, or, just an egotistical butthead. Anyway, let's pull some from this and see what's going on here. We'll just keep going. Nothing but the F, because they were a low down dirty thief. They could have literally taken money, property, but they stole a lot of time and your energy, and probably some money, Let love in. It's probably hard to let love in, especially if this person over here was materialistic, right? And kind of using you for, I don't want to say that somebody's using you for money, but really kind of like benefiting from the way that you make money, OF, or some kind of similar thing with the sugar baby, Let love in. So you're going to be asked to take a risk with someone new, the one that, maybe that the guy or whatever, the person isn't the one. That's why it's all passion and sexual energy. But they could actually be a potential for love. I don't know. But you're going to be required to let it in, which lets me know that you're closed off. And frankly, I don't blame you. Look, that's contradictory. Guard your heart, but let love in. My goodness, right? You probably have to just guard your heart from the one, this whatever, and eventually and let love into the newer one that you seems like you're going to move forward with. It's just at that hot and fiery stage, it's nothing about love. It's all passion. And what do we have? Oh, friends. Look, see? Friends with benefits. Magnetic. because it's coming. Let love in, magnetic. Guard your heart, well, I've got two. Guard your heart. We have love of a lifetime. And pump your brakes. So guard your heart. But look, friends with benefits could be a potential. Like I said, the person, if this story speaks to you, they could actually be a potential love of a lifetime. Even though they're just a friend right at this stage, you're just knocking some boots because it's like revenge, like you just, whatever, you're just doing you. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm not condoning anything. I'm just saying, no judgment, lip service. Let love in, because pick up the phone, okay, and talk. let them in. Somebody could be giving you a bunch. You could like this crap here, this toxic relationship basically could, like I said, very chemical, high energy, and they could be giving you some lip service, but I'm going to take this as in this row is just kind of like let it in. You're drawn to them. With the sunflower, I think that is speaking more to all of the wands energy, which is very, magnetic as well. But the passion, the desire, the fire, and to let it in, you have to pick up the phone. Like, don't just feed them like, yeah, because I'm not feeling that this is the person on the other end. I feel like this is you on the phone, whoever this speaks to. Because potentially it's there, but you're guard your heart and pump the brakes. So take things slow, right? Because you don't want it. I didn't even see this one. When did I pick this? And lucky in love. All right, I got to keep going. Pump your brakes, and this says, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Guard your heart. So maybe you have to guard your heart from that wand's energy that you're in. The friends with benefits could actually be a message to be mindful of that. Like, let it just be friends with benefit, and then love will come in. We'll see, because it says lucky in love, but that's a potential friend turning into a lover. But these could be separate people. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because you're dealing with one right now, it's in such a casual way that doesn't mean you're going to be dealing with him by the end of this reading. Who knows? I mean, you just never know. So guard your heart, pump your brakes, because you do, the wham bam, thank you ma'am, either way, it doesn't feel good. You don't want to deliver it and, give somebody false hope or anything like that. And you don't want to be used. Or maybe you do. And if you do, just slow it down so that you don't get your feelings hurt. And then we have the friends with benefits, the love of a lifetime, and lucky in love. So what is this? I think this is totally separate. Like future energy. Let love in. You have to do some talking and guard your heart. So I feel like these are different energies. But who knows? It doesn't even seem like a mess. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like a lot of baloney. I mean, it seems like that piece is kind of in the past and both people are moving on from it, but it's one of those situations like we have to, I don't know, sell a house and can't afford to, so we have to live under the same roof type of situation. There's a child possibly involved, you know what I mean? So let's just see what the T cards have to add for this. Nothing but the F for, collective read. Without a querent or anything, I'd much rather not like assign a zodiac sign. I don't even know why I started that. I should just always do an open read. So let's see. Light as a feather. We have feather. What does that say? Someone you know is undependable and insincere. So who is that? We have broken ring. Is this like a broken promise? See the ring? A destroyed relationship. Parting of ways in either romance or business. Can you see? Do you hear my bird in the background? I know she's all the way in the front room, but I can hear her, and I'm just curious if you can hear her too. Tulip, the great passion. I told you, great passion. And ring, even, look, we got broken ring and ring. So it's coming, even though this is over, but this is coming. So let's see. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So even hey, if you're even thinking about business and something, I'm not reading for business, but hey, cards are in favor of it. We'll pull some more. I just like tea cards and Kipper and oracles, tell a whole different story. And Lenormand, all different. Let's just see what else. It's just such a large deck. If you're watching the video down below, I totally struggle with because with these decks, they're huge. Joey did not skimp on the number of cards. These are a lot of cards in these decks for a very reasonable price. I mean, he had the best prices when I purchased them. They were extremely affordable, and so was this one, like $30 or something at some point on Etsy. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So you'll get there, right? Yeah, because everybody's moving forward. But somebody could still be carrying a torch. But I'm just saying, the card is like, you will get to the other side of this. And, I feel like really people aren't feeling so great. But the situation, if you have to live with someone that you're not with, it becomes difficult for other people. And you can't just abandon the other one because you both have the obligation. It becomes, something that needs to be taken care of. But with the way things are, it may not be possible at this time. So let's just see. Butterfly, a change for the better. It's told you, it's coming. The change is good. The promise may be broken here, but you are not without, they may be, but you're not. They're too full of themselves. They're too egotistical to even think that they could be a problem. So we have archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So look, and with the torch, they're lighting the pathway for you for this change to happen. You don't have to worry about being alone forever. No, because and you're not even alone right now. When whoever this is for found out that someone was effing around on them, they was like, whatever, I'm effing around too. I'm not going to sit around and think about it. I saw enough in the damn phone. I'm going to go do my own thing, and finding passion, a new passion for life. It could be possibly for person, it could just be highly chemical or whatnot. But, you will be okay because you're going to find the love of a lifetime. Even if you're just friends with benefits right now, there's possibility. You're very lucky in love. So, you will prosper in love as well. And finding the love of a lifetime over some insane craziness, right? Oh, but it feels so good. It feels so good. In the beginning, it's so crazy. I never had anyone, stalk me, harass me. It's like they turn these bad behaviors into some romanticized bullshit. Oh yeah, if he doesn't kill you, or at least stab you once or twice. You don't really know if it's love. So nuts, people. Anyhow, that's what I have. Let's pull some Raggedy Ann. I've got time. I do have time. Let's just see if we can pull some advice. What is the healing help for whoever this is for? What I don't even think this person really needs advice except to get out of the house. Like whatever your arrangement is, the attachment to that other person, just keep putting one foot in front of the other to make that situation go away. Oh goodness. Come on, computer. I hate when my screen goes black because sometimes my camera shuts off. Come on, screen. What's going on here? Okay, we're still rolling. Sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm a half hour in. Okay, this will be the last. I'm sorry. A homecoming or homecoming. I was like, or a homegoing. 210. So it could be in February. Something could be happening. We have 416 on that card and 210. We have self-deciding and anticipation. So let's see. Maybe some of you will like move in with a family member or move back to like a childhood home. Maybe, bite the bullet and move in with auntie, mommy, daddy, grandma, anyone, siblings, back home, to relieve yourself from this, to kind of make the break. Conflict, a friendly argument. Friendly is the key word here, okay? It's not, nobody gets hurt. It's just a little bit of chaos there. All right, self-deciding, the affordability of states of mind. Well, you're standing in your power, so you will make up your mind. Did we have the Seven of Pentacles too, where you make the decision, you're weighing everything out, you've invested time and energy? Yes, I believe so. And then we have anticipation. There's a lack of anticipation since it's in the reverse, but it says in the pipeline. So a little bit of there may be a lack of anticipation, but there is anticipation nonetheless. Like, you're still anticipating probably a bit of uncertainty because, I want to move forward, but since I don't know exactly where, when, what is going on, it's kind of like I'm excited and I want to move forward, but I'm not anticipating what has to come, like especially if you have to move in with somebody else, like a family member may not be exactly what you wanted. I'm going to pull from the months, so just give me a month that will be significant to, I'll pull two, could be significant to those who are listening. So let's just see what months are significant to those who are listening. I don't know, I don't have a question for months, but let's just see. It may be a moving out or something. So what do we have? We have November and February. Well, we're in November right now, so for some of you, something is happening right now, and for others of you, February isn't too far off the mark, okay? We're still talking this time of year, baby, it's cold outside. It's cold where I'm at. We're not getting above 30 degrees, but I will pull, this could be significant to you. I don't know how, but it's an astrological house, but it could be. I'm going to pull one house and one leaf. Just see what it's fallen upon, we have the claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. And look, do not take risks in love. That's what I pulled. Do not take risks in love. It said guard your heart, right? put on your brakes and guard your heart. What was the last one there? Or you'll be a wham bam thank you man. So guard your heart. Don't just, we're grown-ups. Don't fall for anything, just whatever. So a lot easier said than done. As always, you have a wonderful month. Please consider to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and all that good happy jazz, and hope to see you again soon.